Hey guys, Sherry here with Finding Elizabeth again. I'm tasting Finding Elizabeth's meat right now. I'm still feeling a little bit hurt by the fact that Melly May is going to take my place here in a matter of hours, but I'm going to stay focused and stay the course through this video anyway because I'm having a great time. So what do y'all think about my hair color? Can y'all weigh in? Because I colored it before I left. And it was supposed to still be red, but it's kind of this mysterious brunette with red undertones.
It's hot.
Do you approve?
I approve. Internet, do you approve?
Comment, don't like. Here. Likes are boring.
Let me straighten out my
bangs.
bangs.
Has legs. And I wait for comments. So what's the first question?
Good. Okay, so the next question is... You were both so inspirational until now. We're not inspirational anymore.
Now we're different. Now we're more real. Real.
What keeps you motivated to keep going to get to your goal? You can take that one first.
Elizabeth. The people want to know what keeps you going.
I don't know. I just have never... I've never lost this kind of weight before, and I'm on a roll, and I don't, this is not very articulate, but...
You're so inspirational, though.
Oh, shut up.
I'm not kidding. I mean that.
I mean, I really feel strongly that there's nothing that's going to stop me, because this is not enough. And Sherry said today we were skinny fat. I'm like, I don't want to be skinny fat. I want to be skinny. So,
well, no, but I mean, I was talking about our starting weights and how far we've come, and how other people start where we are now.
Yeah, we've lost a shitload of weight between us.
And we don't hate. We don't hate on those people, but it's hard.
It is hard to see that, like, I don't want to talk about what I am today because maybe tomorrow it'll be different. But
TJ gets heated over skinny fat, though.
Really?
Don't be upset, TJ.
I haven't heard that.
We love.
Yeah, I heard only good things about TJ this weekend. He seems like a really cool guy.
We missed him.
Yeah. Yeah, but it has been tough because we both started at pretty high weights, and between us, I think we've lost.
Obese.
Between us, I think we've lost 300 pounds, which is pretty amazing. I forget Patty's mom is watching, so I need to stop dropping the F-bomb so much.
I got to meet her.
I didn't. Well, I did, but like the week after surgery.
Both their mamas.
And Sherry got to meet my son, which nobody has met him yet. He wasn't very chatty, but
I was happy to meet him.
And apparently he came and got his car while we've been making this video and didn't even come in to say hello, but that's fine.
But he knows Share Bear's here.
That's
He's
right.
good with it.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess like fear of failure keeps me going towards my goal because I'm not going to fail at this. I mean, I've got a bit to go. But I'm not stopping, and because I've never done this before, and I think, I mean, I was saying this weekend or today or someday that, you know, doing YouTube videos is totally for me because it makes me hugely accountable, and it would be a lot easier to kind of fall off the path if I wasn't making YouTube videos. So anyway, I guess that's fear of failure is what keeps me going towards goal.
Yeah, that's a good one. Mine is... Dang, I shouldn't have drank before we started this tape. I had it just a second ago. So mine is love of the feeling of freedom that I feel now that I never had before since I've been an adult. And love of how I look and feel and how I'm able to present the best parts of me to the world that I always hid before. I hid behind my fat and the shame and insecurity of it all. And I think I have a lot to offer people, and being able to show that. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back from where I was. And even though I've been plateaued, like, I'm so encouraged by the progress that I've made and the progress that my friends are making, that it keeps me going. And another thing is like talking to newbies and being reminded in
of what it felt like to lose 25 pounds in a month.
No, of how it felt to be trapped in that fat body. And in my career, of talking to pre-ops right before they go in, that's a high motivator for me, and giving them that sense of hope on whatever level they're able to receive it going back to the OR, because that varies. But when I get that moment where I actually know I've reached somebody and they're like, wow, I'm so glad you're here and you could share your situation with me.
Do you want to tell people what you do
moment?
in
I mean,
case
I'm a
everybody
surgery
doesn't know?
nurse, and I've been doing bariatric surgery since 2 months after I had my surgery, and I asked to start the program, and I said, I'm passionate about this, put me in there, and I want to really help these people. And I've been a part of the support groups there and gone to talk to people in person, and just the day of surgery, it's kind of what I do. I'm in my element, but being able to bring that hope to people.
And I'm sure seeing you makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I know Patty
some people are anxious and they can't really receive it, but that's okay. I'm not hurt by that. I tell them anyway, and you know, maybe it hits them later when the Versed wears off. Who knows?
Well, I know Patty. I think Patty, although we had our surgery at the same place, we had different surgeons and doctors, and our surgery was a day apart. But I think her nurse had bariatric drink.
Happy surgery, by the way. Yours is tomorrow,
And then
mine's
Patty's, and then yours is the 17th.
Is that Thursday, Friday? I'll look at a calendar
Between
after I'm off
You
vacation.
cannot drink out of the bottle, Sherry. That's wrong.
Oh, it's empty. That's a rule.
But I think Patty had a nurse who had bariatric surgery, and that was really encouraging to her.
That's good to hear.
Okay, my phone died. Let's see. And I forgot to say whose question that was. That was Ava Shrinking. And she had another question, which was, do you have to force yourself to exercise, or do you truly enjoy it? So, yes, I have to force myself to exercise, but yes, I truly enjoy it. So I have it set up so that I exercise first thing in the morning, so I don't have the whole day. I feel like this is too close. I don't have the whole day to come up with excuses for why I don't want to go. So it's get up and go. And, you know, I pull into the gym and am not feeling it. But by the time I leave, I mean, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy getting stronger. I feel like my strength is as big of an accomplishment as the weight that I've lost. And what I really enjoy about it is that it's over by 8 o'clock in the morning, and I have the whole rest of the day, and I know I've done it. But I do actually enjoy it. But yes, I do have to force myself. How about you?
My experience is really different on that, but I want to say before I talk about my experience that yours is very inspirational to me, and I know that. Just take a compliment, Patty.
Okay. I'm not Patty.
No, but you're acting like her.
Okay. But I
Right?
did get
She has a
introduced
hard
to
time.
Walter as Watch Patty Mouth, but that's okay. Go ahead. Anyway.
No, but Patty has a hard time with compliments,
Yeah.
and I mean that sincerely.
Oh, thank you.
And that I've followed this girl since, I don't know, not the beginning of your journey, but probably whenever you started making videos, because we're surgery sisters. And you really inspire me when I don't feel inspired and I'm at home, and just thinking about where you came from at 402 pounds.
That you know
And-
that is weird.
And no, I mean, just
Yeah.
where I know you came from, and I came from such a similar place, and I relate to that. Similar. But for me, exercise, I enjoy it, but I also have to make myself do it. I'm not good at scheduling and keeping to a schedule. I'm more willy-nilly, if that makes sense.
I've heard that about you.
It's true, but I embrace it. I change my work schedule to get off at 3 every day, and I keep my workout clothes in my car, and I go and I lift, and I don't have a good schedule. I think that's one thing that I need to get on is like, because I'll lift on certain days, but I kind of go by what I feel, and that's what I do is I'll do elliptical to warm up for 30 minutes, and then I'll lift, or I'll look on the schedule at the Y, and if it's water aerobics day, I'll take Rachel to do water aerobics, or we're always active doing something, and I've been riding my bicycle and stuff like that, so I enjoy it, and I enjoy incorporating more activity into just whatever we're doing in our daily life.
Yeah,
But
and she
I could
said
use
that-
more structure.
She said that today when she was telling me that she usually works out 3 days a week, but tries to incorporate some kind of physical activity every day. And how different is that from where we used to be?
Night and day.
Physical activity for me was getting up and going to the refrigerator, pretty much. And today we walked on.
Mine was forklifts.
And today we walked on the beach, and she was like, "I think you were wanting me to pick up the pace."
No, I'm just trying to touch base with you and see if am I holding you back or
She was not holding you
our
back.
legs are way different lengths and
Now she's saying she's
we
taller than me again.
weren't checking our heart rate or anything.
No, it was just
I
a
was just checking
leisurely
in with
walk.
you.
But anyway, I think that's great to incorporate physical activity in your daily life, because how new is that?
Yeah. I packed all the gym clothes with the best intentions on the trip, and Patty and I went walking. We walked like 5 or 6 staircases, flights of stairs without even getting out of breath, and we celebrated
crazy.
that, but I haven't
And-
logged any.
And we walked from onto the dry sand to the wet sand, and dry sand is hard. Oh my god, this is going to be like 27 parts.
They're going to stay tuned, though. I have a feeling.
The dry sand, it's really tough to walk in. And Sherry was like, well, imagine how you did this beforehand. Because that was the first thing I have to say that I've done in a long time, that towards the end, I was starting to feel out of breath. And I just don't feel out of breath anymore. So I will be down at the beach walking on the dry sand because I don't like feeling out of breath.
Yeah, and you said if you could schedule it into your day better if you drive down and
Right.
then spend your time. That's what I would want to do if I lived at the beach, just spend my time. Because
Yeah.
it's such a soul cleansing time to spend out
Yeah.
there.
And now when I go to the beach, I just like walk from my house, which is on sidewalks and stuff. But that's always going around and walking is like 3 miles. So I think what I'm going to do now is like drive down there and actually park and then walk on the sand.
Who among us that don't live on the coast would not want to be down walking on the beach? But
Yeah.
I've heard people that live at the beach don't go to the beach, so.
Yeah. And I also took my exercise clothes because I'm in a group that's doing C to 5K, and I was supposed to do week 2, day 3 while I was gone. I did not do it. We were going to go work out with my trainer this morning, but we were really tired. So, what are you doing?
We were hanging.
I wasn't
from the
hungover from
weekend.
yesterday. I think I was like sleep deprived, so I did not feel good and I canceled. But
It's tiring though.
yeah, especially when you're old.
You have
And
to
I'm way older than
decompress.
her. I'm like 10 years older than
It's
her.
a lot to take in.
But-
Not 10 years. Look at
9.
my wrinkles.
9.
I died. 9 is fine.
But, so hopefully I'll do my C to 5K tomorrow and get going on Wednesday. So, okay. So now we have a really serious question, and I have to tell you, this was the thing that everybody at WLSFA was talking about. This was the thing that as soon as I saw you at the airport, I was talking about.
Oh, serious. business.
Serious. What
The people want to know.
the people want to know, how do you have such an amazing rack?
After losing 120
Whatever, how many pounds. She has an amazing rack. Everybody was talking about it. Can you show the viewers?
Well, yeah.
And let me read you the actual question. The actual question was, from Amy Gets a VSG, I noticed at 40's night pictures that Sherry was still very well endowed. Has she lost any in the boob area? Does it make her happy or sad? But first we need a visual demonstration.
Okay. Second. First, let me say that aside from Kirk's cock, my rack probably got the most press and attention at the conference this weekend. We decided that they each needed their own Facebook page for their own comments and questions because it kind of, well, I mean, you might say they're larger than life.
I would say they're larger than life.
But they have come down considerably, and also people said I don't have WLS tits, like I don't have a WLS rack, but what I have is hand-me-down Victoria's Secret
Thank you, Gracie.
from Gracie, no one stopping me but me, and that has changed my life.
I swear to God, we pulled up at the airport, and I think Patty got out to get you and said, "Oh my God, look at your boobs."
Gosh.
She got in the car.
Fabulous tits.
She got in the car, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you doing with your boobs?"
Patty said I had a crossover bra on, and she's like, it separated them so that they were both like standing out.
Up and high.
So, yeah.
But I haven't really shown them yet.
But it's undergarments. I mean...
But have you
girls
lost? I mean,
have
the
secrets.
serious part of the question.
Yeah, I mean, my last cup that I knew I was in was like an double H, but I wasn't measured for it, and I've always had spillage.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have been a J, probably.
I didn't even know it went that
Like
high.
a 46 or 48, probably. You know how you don't.
I don't,
Yeah,
because I've never had any boobs, so I
can't
didn't
increase.
lose any either.
Yeah, but a lot of that was fat tissue. And, you know, thankfully, you talked about my proportions.
Yeah, she's very
Overall,
well proportioned.
Like, my proportions have always been pretty evened out, so I'm thankful for the boobs, even though they hurt and they're a lot to carry around. So I want to have a reduction lift, and it may just end up being a lift by the time this is all over. But these are a triple D bra that Gracie gave me that she's shrunk out of. But Victoria,
Vicky's secret.
we call her Vicky. She's changed my life.
Okay, I think that's a great point to end before she totally strips.
But no, seriously,
Seriously, she wants to show her boobs more.
I tuck in the skin.
What was interesting to me was they had this.
Sorry, that was an unintentional
I'll see if I can put something over
wardrobe
that.
malfunction.
But
like a heart or a smiley face.
Is that what happened to whoever at the Super Bowl that time?
Janet Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but it probably had less attention than
This will. God.
Time.
Okay. So anyway, they had the skin contest where they were like,
18
and I won't say who participated or who won or
No.
whatever, but they were pulling up their skin, and I didn't have that at all. I'm like, why don't I have that?
Why
And then
am I the only one?
Why am I the only one who doesn't have that? And then I realized the only reason I didn't have that was because I didn't have any boobs to start with, so there's no skin there.
Good and bad things.
Bummer. But you can buy them, or maybe find somebody to
I
buy them
will.
for you.
If
If anybody wants to buy them for me.
I still have tissue, but it needs to be formed into a perky mound on my chest wall.
Okay, so
know
I think we're
surgeons.
gonna wrap up part 2. We still have a few more questions, and we know you're gonna hang in there for part 3, right?
And my areola will not be starring in part 3.
Bye,
Sorry.
guys.